The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
にゃんち
そうだ。
テレビ
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Crazy.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your phones? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes.
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drop retard. Robocock.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do any of that, you got to bring it in close, boys. Bring it in close. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it in close. Time to hug it out, man. Hug it out. It's the beginning of the week. Still, sort of. Kind of. Not really. It's Wednesday, man. But bring it in, man. Bring it in. Let's go. Let's hug it out and listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream, man. Like the stream. Figure it out. Hit the like button. Come on. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching anywhere else, you too will be inside of Will the Fan's ass because apparently that's what he wants. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. The man said it. The man said it in the chat. I don't really know what to. The man said it. Can I get a mic check, please? Everybody's like, what? Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? Listen, there's a lot going on. YouTube censorship. The fucking, like, the algorithm has changed again officially. So remember where we were in February? Well, guess what? We're right back where we were, boys. I told you. We are right back where we are. I said it was going to happen. It was only a matter of time. And this age verification thing hit today. And the algorithm's like, nope, no more recommendations, no more nothing. But that's fine because, hey, we knew it was coming and we're going to grind through it like we do every single time, man. What else we checking? Man? I saw Roblox is in trouble apparently again. Why am I not surprised? What else, man? What else we checking? We got Resident Evil news. We got Intergalactic news. Age verification. Anyone got an email check? Not that I saw. Make clippings check. Yeah, I saw that, Yamato. I saw that, unfortunately. Keep liking to stream bigots. I agree. Gluck check. Nice. I'm not even going to talk about that. No spoilers for Mafia. No spoilers. Smash JT foot check. Oh, man. Clippy waifu check. Stop. No clippy waifu. No clippy waifu. Bald head check. Oh, man. Hypnotic save Ada Wong check. She's done. She's done. All right, guys. Listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Let's go, man. Big it on the roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that existed at one point but no longer do, and people that, let's just be real, love empanadas. You should love empanadas. If you don't love empanadas, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. I'm just saying. We got Mr. Melancholy, Kevy Osiris. We got Roll Some Joint, Hanny, Shinphil, Derek Smith. Oh, thank you, Derek Smith. I appreciate that. Mr. Cougar 9. We got the Gaming Wolf 87. Little Jim's Halo. We got Winter Blacklight. Melody Johnson. We got Hanny again. Yamato 85. Schizosaurus. Problematic White Guy. Resident Magnum. Old Man Cad. Congratulations on your 1 year being sober, man. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations, brother. I saw that post before. Very happy for you, man. Very happy. That's amazing. We got Matthew. We got Carl Singh. Chaotic Holy. Doodoo Brownies. Just got married, check. Congratulations, man. Congratulations to Doodoo Brownies. Congratulations to Mrs. Doodoo. Lucky. Scott over on Rumble. Valerian over on Rumble. Dylan B. We got Charlie Nuclear. Aiden Game. Ali Kusanagi. We got the Gaming Wolf 87. We got Time Bound Howler. Rye Guy over on Rumble. Radio Chimp. Matt Fun Cool. Dragon with the wide stance. St. Hugo with the Clippy. There's so many Clippies. You love to see it. Adam Juman over on Rumble. We got Luda Corgibot over on Rumble. Nick Havoc. Zelosi over on Rumble. Pizza Cat Leet. Paul Q. What's up, Paul Q? How you doing? We got John D. What's up, John D? Dark Exile. I'm here for the Clippy waifu. God damn it. Monkey Man 04. Derek Smith with the interesting Clippy on a table. Luchador. What's up, man? Let's see. We got Beth. We got the Voice of the Water. Matthew with the Hero Prees. John Bon Zombie. All right, guys. 4 more people. Let's go. 4 more people. Let's go. 4 more people. We got Forgotten Vet, the legend. What's up, man? Felsteph here for the roll call. Resident Magnum with the Clippy. Frenchie 07. Blue Octopussy. Horror anime so good. Nice. Nice. Which one? We got Repic Gaming. What's up, Repic Gaming? We got Lionheart saying fuck Capcom. We got King Demon Wing. What's up, King Demon Wing? How you doing? Angels of Destiny. We got, who else, man? True Aztec Warrior. We got Alucard. That's a lot of information. Angelo Myers. Pay it forward over on Rumble. And last but not least, we got a Cell Gamer HD. Ron DFK, who I had to time out on Grivcast for 10 seconds because he was being insane. It was hilarious. Adair Soto. T-Jazz Art and Comics. Mr. DJ Longhair. Tiger King. Falstaff. Dark Mages. I agree. And Diablo, Mozart, and Dark Obsidian, and Squirrel Sorcerer over on Rumble. And Romanizer 24. And Genetic Spore over on Rumble. And Mr. Blue Cthulhu. Blue Octopussy is going to hentai again. Oh, boy. And we got Adam Etheridge. Marsh. Mallow Fox. And Randall Kildare. All right. And Mr. Vegeta. All right. And Daniel. Fine. And XL Tomahawk. All right. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member and let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today, boys. Let's go. Look at this. Mr. Melancholy, man. He just can't wait. Mr. Melancholy is on top of it. He's always the first one, usually. He says to go down with booty hole protected. No Orochimaru. No Tabasco sauce. No oil. No Parmesan. No penne pasta. ×6. Why is it in the cannolis? Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got Handy. Basic bitch booty hole protection with goon oil. And use that bottle of Corosina olive oil and break it on the next 3's poor souls. 1, 2, 3. Bro, you are spamming. How did you get it again? 1, 2, 3. The voice of the water. No censorship. No PayPal. No Visa. No Uno reverse. Manifest in a deep ocean to block money shot with miles of water. ×4 distract target with a swarm of giant mutant sand striker polychit worms. What the fuck is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. You just got rickrolled into a money shot. That is insane.
Holy shit.
You got rickrolled into a money shot. You never were going to give up. And guess what? We were never going to let you down. You, Daniel, are the winner of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the street. Yeah, that is the first. That is the first Rickroll money shot I've ever seen in my entire life. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. All right, boys, listen, in all seriousness, we got a lot we got to talk about today. When I tell you there is so many topics, it's unfucking believable. We got good news, we got bad news, we got ugly news. It's all in between. Literally all in between. I'm not even kidding. Some of the main topics we're going to be talking about today is Resident Evil 9 specifically. There has been an ungodly amount of leaks about Resident Evil 9. There's storyline leaks. There's gameplay leaks. All kinds of shit. Apparently, the game is going to play like The Last of Us. Oh, boy. We're going to talk about that. We also got to talk about, of course, ironically, Naughty Dog. We got to talk about Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. Good old Tati Gabrielle mocking gamers like she always does. We got to talk about that. It's going to be a good time with that one. And then, of course, we got to talk about Steam because Steam is obviously having a PayPal issue. I meant to talk about this yesterday, but quite frankly, I ran out of time. So I'm going to talk about it today. Steam is having a PayPal issue where they have lost the ability to utilize PayPal in the majority of places. Really, it's just the main major places they're able to use PayPal. Outside of that, they can't use PayPal anywhere else in the world. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we got a ton of smaller topics we got to talk about. We got Expedition 33 news. We got some Grounded 2 news. We got Battlefield 6 sales goals that have been just absolutely destroyed. Some more Battlefield 6. We got Black Ops 7 news. We got all kinds of news, ladies and gentlemen. So before we do any of that, we need to do the number 2 segment on YouTube. So make sure to like the stream because this is the retard of the day.
And here we are. The fate of the planet is in the hands of a bunch of retards I wouldn't trust with a potato gun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The retard of the day. So you guys remember when I said I had people complaining on my Clippy video when I was talking about Clippy and why we're utilizing Clippy and all that stuff? Well, I got another one. And I figured I would share it with you today. I don't think I shared this one. I shared the other one that I got, but I don't think I shared this one. So Jangles Prime 999 says the following. He says, okay, I was enjoying your content until you started talking about DEI hires. I will not be back. We lost a good soul today, ladies and gentlemen. We lost a good soul. We lost another one. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Another one. Another one is gone.
Hey, 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 goodbye.
We lost another one, boys. Quite sad. Quite sad. So I just responded in the usual stance that I respond, right? Which is, it was great having you. Be well and good luck on your future endeavors. I really mean that when I say that, by the way. The less fair weather subscribers I have, the better overall for analytics. So I appreciate you doing it now. Then later down the line, it really helps. Later. That's basically it. That's how I respond to most people that think it's a fucking airport and they need to announce their departure. I just thanked them for the time they were here, and that's it. You know, it's kind of weird. People, again, every now and then, you get people that are really extreme on either ideological side that shows up on my videos, and they're just like, wait a second, you said something that I don't agree with? You said something I don't agree with? I'm out of here. I'm gone. What? You just made me disagree with you? I'm out of here. I'm gone. And I'm like, okay, so bye. The fuck? Yes, you're not going to agree with me on everything. Yes, I know. That's shocking. I know. It's insane. Anyway, so that, ladies and gentlemen, is your retard of the day. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, boys, listen. First off, really quick, before we play the #1 segment on YouTube, I need to showcase something that happened in the chat tonight. I need somebody to explain this to me. If you are able. Can somebody explain this?
Holy shit. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Will the fans, Super Saiyan God, will the fans. He's like, ask you me. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that is slightly suspicious. That seems a little. I'm just saying. Well, the fans. Ask him on SNH. I definitely will. For me, you ask, what the fuck? Shout out to Will the fans. He's the one that made this legendary song for the #1 segment on YouTube, the #1 segment on Rumble, the #1 segment all across the galaxy. This segment is none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
Let's go. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen, starting us off with the legend himself, Adair Soto, was not going to be outdone. And he made sure that he was the first one to be in here starting the membership train. Shout out to Adair Soto. As always, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And then this fucking guy, who's the head of HR for a company that doesn't exist, for a $50.83 mega banger. He says, I got 2 letters from a Smash JT. Oh boy, here we go. One is a cease and desist demanding that you shut down something called the Waifu Battle. He is claiming manifest destiny on your content. The other is apologizing for giving you the clap. Seems like a nice guy.
Stop it. Get some help.
Shout out to head of HR for Hypnotic Gamer Coffee. Thank you so much for the $50.83. And then the legend decided to follow it up with an absolutely insane 10 membership mega banger. And as the first membership mega banger of the evening, you already know what that means. Shout out to head of HR for the 10 membership mega banger. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. The other day we had an insane membership train. I'm trying desperately to get more members because we are trying to add emojis. But unfortunately, YouTube is gay and locks it behind memberships, which sucks because after a while, then you pretty much hit a cap where you're not really going to be able to get that many memberships. And they know that, or at least they hope that you do. But in any case, Mr. Melancholy with a 2 says, fuck PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, and all of these Karens. I'm pretty sure most of the chat would agree with you. And I say most because, well, we have hate watchers. Ali Kusanagi for 15 months of legendary status. 15 months. I enjoyed being here so much that time just flies, bro. I appreciate you, Mr. Clippy. Thanks so much, man. Oh, speaking of which, guys. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Depending on how much you love this picture that I'm about to show you, okay? Depending on how much you love this picture, I might add this as an emoji to, because everybody was like, Clippy's going to resurrect McDuggins, right? That's what people were saying. Clippy's going to resurrect McDuggins. I don't know if we could get a membership train going today. I don't know if the chat wants it that bad. But if we somehow get to the point where we can add another emoji.
Holy shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I have no words. I have literally no words. I have 0 words, bro. I have 0 words. I have, what the hell is even that, man? If you don't, exactly, Clip Duggins. Clip Duggins, yep. If you guys don't know the lore of McDuggins and how McDuggins saved a lot of lives, McDuggins had to sacrifice their life in order for the channel to continue. It was really quite sad. But it seems like somebody, and it wasn't me, I didn't make this. I would never make this shit. Somebody on the internet decided that it was a great idea to turn McDuggins into a Clippy. That was the great idea. So they saved Marty's life. Yamato did it. Yes. By somebody, I mean Yamato. So if you want to see a McDuggins Clippy, let's try to get the memberships going. I will add it to the channel. If we can get there. I don't know how much we need. We probably need a lot, to be honest with you. I haven't even checked. Should I check? I'll check after this. Again, shout out to Ali Kusanagi for the 15 months of legendary status. That's insane. And then he gifted 1 membership on top of that. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. We got BioT19 with a 5. What currency can we use to buy coffee in space? Starbucks. Wow. Now, Capcom, give me Darkstalkers 4 and Legends 3 and Hypno Coffee. I don't know if they can give you Hypno Coffee, but the other 2 they might. Rap the Kratos with 5 months says, these nuts, bitch. Damn. Well, actually, let me read that correctly. Check these nuts, bitch. There you go. Shout out to Rap the Kratos. Appreciate you. And at Rap the Kratos with a 5, these people announcing the departure, like anybody cares, they must be Spirit Flight. Dude. 100%. Tanya Raven with a 2. Can't say ass. Well, ass, you, me. Come on, Tanya. Yamato 85 for 5 months. What are your thoughts on the director of Fear and recently saying that Westerners are ruining anime and anime should stay Japanese? I mean, I don't disagree. Again, I don't. Does he mean Western viewers or does he mean Western localizers? Or like Western, people who are trying to make cartoons in the West and trying to make it look like anime. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. But I really don't think he's wrong, to be honest with you. We got Old Man Cad. Old Man Cad dropping a $5 banger. Says, I am out of here. I am tired of your circular eyes and clothes. I'm going to a nice rectangular channel where things are more square. Unsub.
Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Shout out to Old Man Cad. It was nice knowing you, brother. Love you, man. Sakura with a 199. Corporation, group, government needs to F off from me and Rayan. I tried to read that to the best of my ability. Shout out to Sakura. Thank you so much, brother. Or brother S. I don't know what you are. Bud gifting a 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Bud with the 5 membership banger. Thank you so much. And then King Demon Wing, the last one coming in with the 10 membership. Mega Bang.
走り出そう鳥に飛び立つスタート進むから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Shout out to the one and only King Demon Wing with the 10 membership banger. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Took me a second to find the clip. No. I was just trying to do dramatic effect. Deco Leader says, you guys know gifted subs don't count towards emojis, right? They do on YouTube. They don't on Kick. I don't believe they do on Twitch either, but they do on YouTube. I know this for a fact because God knows I did not have as many solo members as I needed in order to get those emojis before in the past. No, they definitely count. On YouTube, they count. So, let me see. Is that it? I think that's it. That's it for YouTube. All right, we're going over to Rumble. This is where it gets crazy. You guys ready for this? I'm scared. We got Snooty Mims. Snooty Mims with a 10. Hail Hypnotic, YouTube ID is coming, so don't give in. Remember, people, they need you and not the other way around. Stay strong, my friends. Hail Rumble Chat. Shout out to Snooty Mims. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then Snooty Mims gives not 1, but 2 Hypnotic memberships as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We got someone new here. Who's new? Roseluck says, I'm very new. I tend to not sit in live things. Shout out to Roseluck. Everybody say hi to Roseluck. Thank you so much. Make sure you make them feel welcome. Who else we got? Crash Collins gifting a membership over on Rumble. Shout out to Crash Collins. Thank you so much. Adam Jimmy with $1. What happened to all the issues that were supposed to cause the YouTube apocalypse? Well, it's not going to happen in an hour. It's not going to happen in an hour. It's going to take quite a bit for the algorithm to go through and see who they can get and who they can't. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Tati Gabrielle running her B4 head entitled Mouth harder than Neil getting rejected by Hollywood. I don't think anything's as hard as Neil getting rejected by Hollywood. Adam Jimmy with $1. So Smash AT is cheating on his wife with Hypnotic. That's a downgrade. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We got one more on YouTube that snuck in by Dragon. Dragon with a 5. I'm here. I'm awake with your circular eyes and clothes. I'm liking the stream. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, boys. We are fully caught up on all of the pre-stream legends. We are continuing all of our tiers. Just to mention, we are on the way. If we get lucky, we will hit 427 tier 1s in a row and 115 tier 2s in a row. So shout out to you guys, man. Thank you so much for your continued support. It's insane. Hold on. Sakura with a 199. Kyle's mom is a bitch. SP is collective shouts. OMG. I'm struggling to read these, bro. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Randall Hess with 1 membership. Thank you, Randall. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I was right about to get to the topics, man. I was literally right about to get to the fucking topics. And then this legendary Clippy just came in with his Tommy gun and just absolutely sprayed the chat. That is godlike. Mr. Rouge with an absolutely insane 50 membership. Ultra Mega Banger. Mr. Rouge, the insane legend. He's like, what's that? Tier 1? Hold to buy beer. Hold to buy beer. Tier 1 guaranteed. Tier 2 still up in the air. But shout out to Mr. Rouge. Legendary 50 membership ultra banger. Absolutely insane. And I love the Clippy profile, by the way. I love all the Clippy profiles in the chat. I like how in our chat, I haven't really seen this in any other chats, but I think in our chat, I've seen so many different Clippies. It's insane. I love it. Sock it up with 189. Collective shout needs to be defunded. I would agree with that. And apparently they make like $500,000 a year or something like that. That's so fucking insane, bro. It's so insane. But apparently that's what it is. So we shall see. Secret Final Pause says, great, we'll never get to the topics at this rate. Excuse me. Do you think this is a Smash JT stream? I'm offended. You think this is a Smash JT stream? Where we're going to spend 2 hours going over super chats? Are you out of your mind? Fuck no! All right, boys. All of the pre-stream legends are done. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into the fast topics. But first, we need to laugh at something. Can we laugh at something? Let's laugh at something together. Let's spread the love of laughter, shall we? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to play the video.
Good morning, guys.
My name's John Harris. I'm an enforcement agent at Watermoons PLC. I'm here on behalf of London Borough. Voice just to make you aware of everybody will video.
Yeah, I know you're a little traitor, moron wanker.
My intention.
Short moron, government bitch.
For your protection of mine and can be used in evidence.
Yeah. The courts are going down. You're going down. And you're going on YouTube, Facebook, Telegram. You're going to be made famous as a little traitor midget Gestapo cunts that you are.
Have a letter, madam.
Yeah. Have it up your ass, cunts. You're going to prison soon. And you're going to be famous in about 2 minutes when I put this on Telegram. There's a group against are going to take you all to court for harassing people through getting money through menaces. So I hope you won't sleep at night again, you cunts, because you won't be soon, because you're all going to prison, you little fat midget. Fuck off! Go get a proper job and stop harassing people, you cunts. You're going to get it. You're going to get your day in hell. You better start praying to God, you little bitch.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Dude, oh man. So, bro, if the UK is good at one thing, it is fucking destroying, absolutely destroying people in the greatest ways in terms of like cursing them out and stuff. Holy shit, she did not hold back. That was insane. Grandma is so angry. You love to see it. But I think this is pretty relevant considering all the stuff we've been seeing lately with censorship, especially in the UK. I gotta imagine, man, people are fucking tired. I would hope that there are people in the UK that are absolutely tired of the bullshit, right? When you got government officials, people coming to your door and they're like, oh, it's for your safety. Get the fuck out of here with this safety bullshit. Get out of here. Nobody's believing that shit. Nobody at all. It's ridiculous. So in any case, like I said, I don't know if this guy's a government official. Probably is not. You know, I'm just saying, like, people coming to you, bothering you, trying to say it's for your safety. Get the fuck out of here with that safety shit. Nobody believes you. We had something come in. TJAP for $2.01 says, and this is tier 2. Wait, we're at tier 2 already? Holy shit. Shout out to you guys, man. We are at tier 2 already. What the fuck? That's 115 tier 2s in a row. We got to have probably the most legendary streak on YouTube ever. Like, ever. It's insane, bro. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the continued support. I greatly appreciate it. All right, I'm going to catch up on the rest of the super chats after this. Let's get to the next topic, boys. All right, so we got Monster Hunter Wilds news. Now, you guys know how I feel about, unfortunately, what's happening with Monster Hunter Wilds, right? Where the game is, let's just say, being abandoned compared to its predecessors. Now, I believe the game had a little bit of resurgence recently. The game had a little bit of a resurgence where people were starting to play the game again, which is good to see, right? That's good because I feel like it should be played, but again, it's one of these games that kind of just fizzled out big time. But the resurgence is nowhere near where it needs to be. If you look at the numbers really quick, let me bring up the numbers so that you guys can see it for yourselves, what's going on with this game. Monster Hunter Wilds is at 28,031 people playing right now with a 24-hour peak of 71,824. That's a lot better than what it was before, right? What it was before was in the 20,000s at a 24-hour peak. It wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good, right? But now it's at 71,800. So there is a little bit of a resurgence, but it's obviously a far cry from its initial, player numbers. And to be fair, most Monster Hunter games, when people complete the end game content, they tend to log off and wait for the next, content to come out. That's kind of just how it goes. But This one in particular took a really hard dive, pretty quickly too, mind you. And everybody was talking about it and how how bad that is for the game. So a little bit of a disappointment for Capcom, but overall, from a sales perspective, it was perfectly fine. It was great, a lot of money. But now we got Monster Hunter Wilds. Unfortunately, can't seem to catch a break because Capcom fucking sucks, right? When it comes to making sure that their games run properly. So Monster Hunter Wilds latest patch, and I don't know if you guys installed the latest patch, so I'm giving you this news if you are a Monster Hunter player, just to make sure you're aware of it. Monster Hunter Wilds latest patch introduced a new crash bug, and developers are working on it and will provide further updates when we have them. So right now, it introduced a pretty bad crashing bug to the game, and they have zero fix to it whatsoever. They're working on it. They're trying to figure it out, but as of right now, there is nothing that they have. Capcom's efforts to make Monster Hunter Wilds better have, for some players, instead succeeded in making it worse. The studio says it's aware of a bug introduced in a new 1.021 update that's causing crashes, and it's now working on a fix. Capcom, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Capcom needs to get their fucking shit together. Let me explain. Especially on the PC platform. Capcom needs to get their fucking shit together on the PC platform. The reason why I say this is because they have admitted through their earnings calls, through their investor calls and everything, that Capcom is majority PC sales now. Not by much. We're talking like 55-45 kind of majority, but it's still majority. And it was never like that. Capcom was never like that, but now it is, right? But Capcom, like a lot of Japanese companies, have really shitty skills when it comes to PC porting. They need to fix this. They need to, if you are going to put out content on the PC platform, you can't be doing this broken shit. Like, people are tired of it. People are tired of it, right? People were tired about the way that the game released, especially when the game released in the way that it did. Monster Hunter Wilds released pretty damn shitty for a lot of people. And even me with a 4090 was experiencing issues. If you don't believe me, you could go watch my live stream when I played the game. It was happening. Were they insane issues? No. I had some weird texture bugs. I had an NPC bug out where I had to log off and log back on again. I couldn't talk to them. I couldn't progress the story. So I just logged off, logged back on. But aside from that, nothing really bothered me. But there was a lot of people that were affected. Sheepsidian was affected big time on his computer when playing Monster Hunter Wilds. There was a moment where he couldn't even boot up the fucking game. It just wouldn't work. So I really hope that they get their shit together when it comes to the, in general, but like the PC platform especially. If you're going to be getting that many sales on PC, you need to be respecting the PC audience and not releasing these broken fucking ports of your game. But still, I don't think they're as bad as, let's say, Bethesda. You know what I mean? I don't think they're at Bethesda level. I don't think they're at CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077 release level. You know what I mean? But I think that still they're not putting in the proper investment into good PC porting. And I've always maintained this entire notion about Capcom. This is one of their biggest weaknesses. Anyway, let's move on. These are fast topics, boys. We got the next one. So Black Ops 7 leaks are coming out. And keep in mind, I'm starting to genuinely believe, and I've said this many times, I'm starting to believe that these leaks are supposed leaks, are not really leaks. These are the companies putting things out there to get player feedback organically to see what they like, what they don't like, the thought of something versus I feel like that's what they're doing, because Battlefield 6 was getting leaked like fucking crazy. Every little detail about Battlefield 6 was getting leaked, and it was basically like EA was not doing a fucking thing about it. They didn't care. It didn't seem like they cared. Same thing with Black Ops 7. So Black Ops 7 leaks suggest that remastered maps and a return of specialist abilities are going to be in the game. Do we really need another Black Ops game? No, we don't need another Black Ops game, but we're going to get one whether we need it or not, unfortunately. Black Ops 7 is fighting to stay relevant as the worldwide reveal approaches. On August 19th, during the opening night live showcase, Activision Studios will unveil Black Ops 7 beyond what they've already shown, hopefully contending for their slice of the FPS pie and wrangling attention away from Battlefield 6. I got to be real with you. I don't think that Black Ops 7 is going to reel attention away from Battlefield 6. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Battlefield 6, if it maintains its momentum into the next beta and beyond, and it stays grounded and it doesn't do the gay shit that Call of Duty is doing, I think there's obviously enough room for both. I think that's pretty obvious at this point, but I don't think they're going to be able to take away attention from Battlefield 6. I think Battlefield 6 staying grounded, it's going to separate itself from Call of Duty in a way that's beneficial to that franchise. And Call of Duty is just going to be a first-person Fortnite. Realistically, that's really what it is. It's a first-person Fortnite. You're running around as Beavis and Butthead killing dragons and fucking Ninja Turtles with, with a fucking AK-47. You're basically first-person Fortnite. And at that point, that's what they're going to be. So we shall see. But I know a lot of people, were asking for this kind of content with the specialists and whatnot. So we shall see. According to this, the remastered maps are going to be Raid, Express, and Hijacked, according to the leaker. So we shall see what goes on with that. Okay, Battlefield 6 news. So for the people, you guys remember yesterday? Hold on. You guys remember? Hold on. Wait, what? Rosalind, did you curse a little too much for the auto mod? What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like my streams are not monetized, so it doesn't matter if I curse or not. They're not monetized. It literally means nothing. Battlefield 6 developers. So remember we were talking yesterday about people were complaining about the size of the Battlefield 6 maps, where apparently Battlefield 6 maps, they were saying they were too small. Well, according to the Battlefield 6 developers, they're purposely small. So like in the beta, they're purposely small to increase, I guess, stress testing, I suppose. I really don't know. But they say that there are large maps that exist outside of the beta that are going to be in the game at release. So considering that they've told the truth so far about all the content that's been in the game, I have no reason not to believe them at this point in time. And hopefully that's true, because if that's true, that's going to be a big selling point for a lot of the OG Battlefield fans that are looking for the larger maps. Not so much the smaller deathmatch style maps. So that's gonna be cool. I look forward to that, and hopefully, that's one of the good news that I had today. Hopefully that will be true, and they don't fucking lie about it. Speaking of Battlefield 6, we got some numbers, not players engaged. We got some numbers, okay? Battlefield 6 already has over 600,000 Steam sales already, with 2.7 million wish lists on Steam. Absolutely insane numbers. It's fucking nuts. 600,000 sales already is fucking insane. With almost 3 million wish lists is crazy. To talk about, like, again, the reason why these numbers are wild is because you guys got to remember just how in the dirt the Battlefield franchise has been over the last couple of entries, right? You can think what you want about it. You could be a Call of Duty hardcore fan, whatever. It's fine. It's not a problem. I don't care if you like Call of Duty over Battlefield. It means nothing to me. But these numbers are pretty fucking insane for Battlefield 6, considering where the franchise was. And on top of that, too, this is just on Steam, right? This is just on Steam. So that's absolutely insane. I wonder if the majority of these sales came after people played the beta. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But regardless, 600,000 Steam sales is pretty nuts. So we'll see how that continues to grow over time, but as of right now, that's where it's at. We got Grounded 2. We got some players engaged numbers, but that's okay, I suppose. Grounded 2 apparently surpasses 3 million player mark. Now, this game people have told me about a lot. I think I even had someone asking me if I was going to play this game, and I'm like, I've never played Grounded 1, let alone Grounded 2. But apparently there is Grounded 2 has surged past 3 million players in just a few weeks into its early access. It's not even a fully released game. But apparently people are loving it so much that they just completely just blew past the numbers. If I were to check, hold on, let me check Grounded 2. If I were to check the numbers on Steam, I mean, I really don't know where they're getting these 3 million players engaged. I really don't know. I got to imagine. Because look at these Steam numbers. I mean, so you mean to tell me consoles make up a vast majority of this game? Maybe, I suppose. But Grounded 2 right now has 11,527 people playing, 14,000 24-hour peaks. Not bad numbers for a game like this. 49,836 all-time peak 15 days ago, with an estimated sales of anywhere between 400 to 600,000. It's on Game Pass. Oh, there you go. That's the answer. Whoops. Never mind. That's the answer. 3 million players engaged. 2.5 million are from Game Pass. Yeah. Okay. I'm not surprised. So, but for a game like this, Xbox Game Studios. Duh. There you go. Obsidian. Bro, what? How did this game do? Oh my God, bro. Wait a second. Obsidian Entertainment, bro. You mean to tell me there's no way? There's just no way, right? There's no way. Bro, you mean to tell me Grounded had more players than Avowed?
Holy shit.
This was supposed to be your flagship RPG. This was supposed to be your Skyrim killer. Grounded's got more players than Avowed. Damn, bro. That's rough. That's definitely rough, I gotta tell you. I wonder how it's gonna be for Outer Worlds. 49,000. Bro, it's not even out. It's an early access game. What the fuck? Let's check the first Grounded. Where's the first Grounded? Hold on. Grounded. Where are you? Right here. It beat its old game, so people clearly... There's people playing Grounded 1 right now. 32,000 all-time peak 4 years ago. Even this game beat Avowed. If I was Obsidian Entertainment, I would just delete Avowed. I would pretend like it never existed. This is supposed to be your flagship game. And you can't even use... Okay, so you can't even use Game Pass as an excuse. You can't even use Game Pass because Grounded is a video game that's on Game Pass too. Crazy, bro. Anyway, so yeah, this entire situation, Grounded 2, congratulations. Some pretty decent numbers. Not bad. All right, let's keep going. Hold on. We're almost through. Stick with me. Shout out to whoever this person is that managed to do this. But they're psychopaths. If anybody's played this game, you would realize they're psychopaths. Hey, I think I see Piranha Pout in the chat. Everybody say happy birthday to Piranha Pout. Shout out to Piranha Pout. Let's get some cake emojis in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday to Piranha Pout. Clear Obscure Player beats the game on Expert without parrying and without dodging. Now, keep in mind, guys, there are some bosses that you have to parry. You have to in order to beat them. Now, he probably skipped them, but that is insane. Like, why would you... Like, I know that there's like, listen, people like challenges. I get it. But this is fucking insane. This is insane. Anybody who's played this game knows if you can't parry or if you can't dodge, you're fucked, right? Usually. So he must have invested in some sort of defensive abilities that basically allow him to survive, because otherwise I don't see how that's possible. I don't see how that's possible unless you're, what are you, like, over level yourself? You max out. But according to this, He played the entire game, I guess, from level 1. One tenacious player has managed to beat Expedition 33 on Expert without parrying or dodging a single hit. The feat highlights the RPG's degree of tactical flexibility, demonstrating that players can succeed even while actively avoiding some of the core mechanics from the game. The all-hit run was accomplished by Yumfa, a YouTuber of 13 years known for memeable undertakings. The Korean content, of course he's Korean. Of course. Of course he is. The Korean content creators' list of achievements include a ludicrous Cuphead-themed playthrough of Dark Souls 3, a comparably difficult gun-only challenge in Bloodborne, and a zero-quip load of Skyrim. Bro, what do you like torture? I mean, I'm not judgmental. You just like being tortured, playing video games? Of course he did. Why am I not surprised? These motherfuckers, this is what they find fun. This is why Wu Chang is the way that it is. Because you got these developers that are like, me likey Blighttown. I make whole game Blighttown. And I'm like, fuck you guys, man. Shit. No, but seriously, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, and I just wanted to showcase it to you because I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, let's see. What else we got? What else we got? We got, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Fuck yeah. We made it through all of the fast topics, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go. We're gonna catch up on whatever super chats we got. I don't think there were too many, so let's go through them really quick, and then we're gonna get to the 3 main topics of the evening. Dragon with a 2 says Capcom needs to run the spell check on their code. I think it's way past that. It's way past it at this point. Shout out to Dragon, thank you so much. Deadeye's Lock for $1. Black fatigue people preaching oppression more than watermelon cards getting revoked. That's insane. That's literally insane. Shout out to Deadeye's Lock. Thank you so much. Let's cover the main topics for the evening. And again, special shout out to the legendary Clippy, Mr. Rouge. Mr. fucking Rouge for the 50 membership banger. Absolutely nuts. Nuts. Like the stream, boys. Let's get into it, man. Let me switch over. So the first main topic of the evening is going to be about Steam. It's going to be about Steam and PayPal and payment processors, and somebody got debanked recently by payment processors. We're going to go over all that. We're going to go over all of that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wild story. It's a wild story. So if you guys are unaware, I meant to talk about this yesterday, but I just didn't have the time. Steam, bro. That's not another one, is it? Oh my God, it's another one, bro. Oh my God, bro. What the I could just I never get used to this. Like I know that Mr. Rouge is just unbelievably legendary. I know that. And I know he drops 50 membership bangers. But it's like I never get used to it. It's mind-blowing every single time.
走り出そう鳥にさげたスタート進むから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Shout out to Mr. Rouge. With all these memberships, if we keep going, we might get lucky. We might be able to unlock another emoji, and the McDuggins Clippy will make its debut. Shout out to Mr. Rouge, man. God damn, dude. God, that's crazy, man. Mr. Rouge, what the? I don't know how to say thank you. I really don't. Adam says Hypnotic, my 29th birthday was last Monday. Yo, happy birthday to Adam Etheridge. Everybody throw some cake emojis for Adam in the chat. Shout out to you. Look at this guy, Mr. Imperial. Don't tempt me. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it, Mr. Imperial. Insane. All right, boys. Let's let's get into the content. Are we ready? Again, shout out to Mr. Rouge. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Parada Pal says I'm having fun. LOL. Happy birthday again to Parada Pal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Steam having more payment processing headaches and issues that they have to go over because now apparently PayPal is no longer usable for the majority of the world under Steam. Valve hopes to bring it back in the future, but the timeline is supposedly uncertain. Now, the reason why this is happening, nobody really knows. There's some people that have reached out to PayPal to try to get answers, and then when you call PayPal about the situation, all they do is to tell you to go talk to Steam, and it's basically just a back and forth nonsense. So in this video, we're going to be covering the debanking of PayPal for the majority of the world over at Steam. And not only that, there's been some insane debanking that is happening right now to a new AI that is over on Twitter. This one's called Gab AI. Apparently, they just got debanked by the payment processors, not just PayPal, but in general. Why? Well, because they were problematic. And we'll go over that in a second. So this all kind of ties together. So again, Steam has lost the ability to utilize PayPal in the majority of the world, but a lot of the major areas in Steam are still able to use PayPal. The problem first came to light about a month ago, but Valve has only now offered an explanation. Oh, good. So maybe we'll get our explanation. Hassles with credit card processors over adult content isn't the only payment headache that Steam is facing these days, but Valve is also getting grief from PayPal, which is no longer being accepted as a form of payment in much of the world. Going by post about the problem in the Steam subreddit, the issue was first reported about a month ago. Users attempting to pay for purchases in countries including Switzerland, Poland, Norway, and Mexico received a message saying that Steam is temporarily unable to process transactions with this payment method at this time, with no further explanation given whatsoever. The PayPal exclusion seemed to go largely unnoticed outside of discussions on the Steam subreddit. And that's true because only until recently have we discovered it on a mass scale where now people are talking about it, myself included, right? So again, the PayPal exclusion seemed to go largely unnoticed outside of discussions on the Steam subreddit, possibly because it seems sporadic, and perhaps also because this was right around the time that Steam got caught up in the kerfuffle with Visa and MasterCard over the adult content, which pretty much took over all the headlines. So I'm really not surprised by this. Now, again, Valve has delisted a substantial number of games. We already know this after being notified that some of them may violate the rules and standards set forth by the payment processors and their related card networks and banks. Indie-focused platform itch.io also got de-indexed, but later brought it back for free games. Some in the Steam subreddit theorized that the PayPal problem was connected to the crackdown on not safe for work games, and maybe it is, but Valve has now clarified that the issue is not game content, but the specific currencies being used. Redditor Jeg123 shared a pop-up message that being displayed when Steam rejects PayPal as a payment system. So let's go over this message and see what is going on in this situation. So here is the explanation from Steam directly. This is from their own personal, this is from their platform. So PayPal use on Steam is currently available in my currency. Why is that? In early July of 2025, PayPal notified Valve that their acquiring bank for payment transactions in certain currencies was immediately terminating the processing of any transactions related to Steam. This affects Steam purchases using PayPal in currencies other than Euro, CAD, GBP, Japanese yen, Aussie dollar, and then USD. We hope to offer PayPal as an option for these currencies in the future, but the timeline is uncertain. We are also evaluating adding additional payment methods on Steam for the customers affected by this. In the meantime, please use one of our other current methods during checkout. If you can't use any of the options, you can consider using a Steam wallet code to add funds to your account. So this entire thing, it's basically the entire fucking world outside of these major areas, right? So again, you have multiple different situations that are, this whole thing is just a clusterfuck. That's really all I got to say about it. It's a clusterfuck because you can clearly see that this is, you could say it's related, but even in the same notion, we don't know if it is, but it's highly sus that they are essentially getting rid of all these other available areas except for these, 6 areas, right? 6 major areas. So then it says, again, an identical message was recently added to the Steam support site. To clarify one potential point of confusion, the currency-based restriction does exclude some EU nations. Steam users in Poland, for instance, which still uses the zloty as its official currency, are unable to use PayPal for Steam purchases, despite the country being part of the EU. So even if you're part of the EU, it doesn't matter. If you're not using the currency they want you to use, well, then that's what it is. So now let's go over to this AI. So the reason why I'm bringing this all up too is because, to be quite frank, this entire situation, I feel like really is all connected. Even if it's at the bare bone level, I feel like it's all connected to a small degree. Now, this situation that's happening with a company called Gab AI really caught my attention. This is apparently an AI that has been, it's a brand new AI, at least from what I can understand. They've been around for a little bit. They're up to version 3.0 right now. And apparently they just got recently debanked. I'm not kidding. If you look at this post here from Gab AI, it says the following: just got banned from our payment processor for adverse media reports about Gab AI and content which will be classified as hate speech in breach of relevant laws in various jurisdictions. We have a backup and are working to get it online right now as we speak. So a payment processor literally took down this AI because they were deemed to be problematic, because their content was deemed to be problematic. And mind you, this is an AI, right? It's an AI. This is not someone purposely making XYZ content to piss off, I don't know, whoever's offended all the time. This is an AI system that they literally debanked. They took the payment processor away. They didn't even give them any other chance or opportunity. They just took it away. They flat out took it away. Now, the person who I'm assuming is behind this AI, Andrew Torba, he has the company logo, so I'm assuming he must be behind this AI. If you look, he says, I want our enemies. He's fucking pissed, by the way. I'm looking at this thread, and we're going to look at it together. He says, I want our enemies to understand something very clearly. We will never stop building. We will never give up. You will lose, and there is nothing you could do to stop what is already set in motion in this country and many others around the world, which is an absolute based response, by the way. So shout out to this guy for having this amazing response. I think this is great. And it seems as if he kind of knows and kind of understands that people are gunning for him in some way, shape, or form. People are trying to go after him and trying to take down his AI for whatever that reason may be. But I think it's great. I think the fact that he's not willing to fight, I think the fact that he was smart enough to have a backup is also really good as well. I wonder who the payment processor is. I don't think he actually mentions who the payment processor is, but I wonder who it is. I see what is happening is the church the hell could not conquer being formed. We are learning to become a proper bride, like the Church of Philadelphia. Do you think it's a coincidence that our first capital was in Philadelphia? I don't think so. I think it's a sign. Don't ever give up, Andrew. Gab is an amazing product. His backlash is positive feedback. Doesn't the last chapters of the Bible say they win and take over everything? So you might have a backup in place already. Always good to add more. We've done this for a few AI companies. It looks like this person does payment processing. So again, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Stripe, whoever, all these companies, yeah, they're the main ones now. But if you keep giving up this amount of, I guess, customer base because everybody's just too problematic, after a certain point, you're going to realize, according to your very vague TOS rules, everybody's going to be problematic. Everybody on the internet is going to be problematic. Everybody's going to have something that you don't like, that you're going to deem so problematic that you're going to give up on them and you're going to essentially debank them for whatever that reason may be. So again, Steam is dealing with its own PayPal issues that they got to go through. This particular AI got literally debanked from a payment processor. It has not ended. It is not going to end. It's only going to continue to get worse as we continue to talk about this entire situation affecting payment processor censorship and everything like that. I should say I am starting to believe that all of this is genuinely connected. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below of this video about Steam and of Gab AI. Whatever that may be, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button as we are on the road to 98K. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right, boys. Fucking hell, bro. It's so insane. What the fuck was going on when I was filming that video, bro? The chat. What just happened in the chat? First off, the ears got to go on. What just happened in the chat, bro? UFO Omega with a 2. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I thought Mr. Rouge sent the third one for a second. I was like, there's no fucking way. UFO Omega with a 2. I know how you say thank you. It's glug, 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 glug. Shout out to UFO Omega. Bro, Kieran Nightshade. Kieran Nightshade just went like absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit. Not just one, not two, but he gifted 3. 20 membership ultra bangers. What the fuck?
走り出そう鳥に飛び立つだと吹くから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとシャイニー自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Bro, shout out to Kieran Nightshade, man. Seriously, you did not have to do that, but you did. I appreciate that. What an absolute fucking legend, man. The memberships have been crazy today. They've been legitimately crazy. And oh, I didn't even, oh my God, dude. I didn't even realize this guy dropped the red boy. This guy dropped the fucking red boy after this too. Are you serious, bro? Shout out to Kieran Nightshade with the $100 Red Boy Ultra Banger. Literally an Ultra Banger. Says, I am blowing money because I got good news from having a horrible week sleeping at the hospital with my sister. Wait, what? Bring tier 3 back if we get Clippy McDuggins. I miss Rumble Jail. I miss the McDuggins theme song. Truth be told, I don't even know if I have the McDuggins theme song anymore. I know I uploaded it to YouTube, so I could just download it, but still. Kira Nightshade, man, considering all the memberships that you just dropped, bro, plus Mr. Rouge and everybody else, there will be a McDuggins Clippy emoji. Just for you guys. Just there will be. Starting tomorrow's stream, there absolutely will be. On here and on Rumble. It won't just be YouTube. It'll be here and Rumble. God damn, bro. And sorry about your sister in the hospital, bro. I'm not gonna ask you what's going on. That's personal, but I'm glad you got good news. I'll just say that. I'm glad you got good news, man. So, hey, yeah, I guess consider it a celebration. We're celebrating. You didn't have to give me money though to celebrate, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. That is absolutely insane. You didn't have to, but you did. You didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Thank you. Holy shit. I never get used to that, man. I'm glad you got good news. I'm more happy about that than anything. I can only imagine what you're probably going through. If you were sleeping for a week in the hospital, I can only imagine what it is. I'm glad you got some good news, man. Seriously. Shout out to you. Valkyrie for 4 months. Greeting Gooders. What does a baby computer call his father? Data. Fucking hell. You just had to do it, huh? You just had to do it. You just had to do it, Valkyrie. Happy birthday to Pouty. Shout out to Piranha Pout. Happy birthday. Valkyrie with the 4 months of legendary status. Thank you. Thank you. Fucking God. Wait, what? There's no way that that's a third one. There's just, I refuse. I refuse to believe that that's a third one. I'm gonna double check. That's 1. That's 2. Right? Oh my god, that's 3. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Shout out to Mr. fucking Rouge, man. Shout out to Mr. Rouge for another 50 membership ultra banger. Between Mr. Rouge and Kira Nightshade dropping memberships like crazy. Everybody should be green in here. Everybody should literally be green in here, man. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the insane memberships. Look forward to the McDuggins Clippy tomorrow. Look forward to it, man. Look forward to it. And then on Rumble, really quick. Rumble, we got some Rumble action. Rumble decided to drop 2 memberships from Crash Collins. Thank you so much to Crash Collins for the 2 memberships over on Rumble. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then Randall has... Bro, the membership train is...
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Randall fucking Hess, man, with the 5 membership banger. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Holy shit, dude. And then Ramen for 4 months of legendary status. Yesterday, I learned that 20 piranhas can strip all flesh off a man within 6 minutes. Unfortunately, I also lost my job at the local swimming pool. Happy birthday. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, Robin. I appreciate it. Hickory Excalibur for a 5 says, I'll put 5 on it. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Hickory. You fucking legend. What a legend. Absolute boss. Thank you so much. All right, boys. Are we ready? Anyone hear from Captain Webb? Yeah. Jeremy Webb. Jeremy Webb has been seen. Thank God. Jeremy Webb has been seen multiple times recently, especially in our chat and also Smash JT's chat, especially because Smash streams later. So we've seen Jeremy Webb multiple times. I'm happy to know that he's okay. Dark Angel Gaming dropping a 10. Shout out to Dark Angel Gaming, not saying a single word, but dropping a 10. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. What a fucking legend. Yeah, that was great. I was so you have no idea how happy I was to see that Jeremy Webb was okay. In case anybody doesn't know, Jeremy Webb is a viewer who has been a longtime supporter of a lot of channels that are in this particular corner of YouTube. He's also a soldier that's overseas right now and has been overseas since the beginning of this year, if I'm not mistaken. He went like MIA for like 2 months. Nobody heard from him. And then we finally heard from him. Everybody was super happy about it. But he's been serving his country. So shout out to Jeremy Webb. Fucking legend, man. Piranha Pal for 14 months says, thanks to everyone for the birthday wishes. Love the Bigot Army. Shout out to Piranha Pal. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 14 months of legendary status. All right. We are ready. Let's get into it, boys. The next topic. We are going to talk about Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. We're going to talk about Tati Gabrielle, because, of course, Tati Gabrielle's got to, say her stupid stuff, as always. She is unbelievably art-hearted. Let's just put it like that. Art-hearted is probably the best way to say it. So let's switch over screens really quick. God, when's the last time we talked about this game? It's been a while. It's been a while since we talked about this game. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. It has been a while. So the reason why it's been a while since we talked about do we have to? Yes, we have to. We have to, Adam Jumi, we have to. Unfortunately, it's part of my job. We have to. So the reason why we have to talk about this game, to be honest with you, is because there really hasn't been much information that's come out from it. But of course, you know, the actors and the actresses that are involved with these kind of video games just really can't help themselves, right? They can't help themselves. Are retarded? Wow, this must be serious. Oh yeah, it's serious. It's serious, all right. You know what this is called? This is called ego, right? This is called ego. This is called narcissism. If this is called somebody who thinks they're too big to fail. This is called somebody who is incapable of being humble, even in the slightest. Like just completely incapable of it. They don't have it in their bones. This is somebody who is being Pedro Pascal'd throughout the gaming industry, meaning she's being pushed in everything. Now she's being pushed in Hollywood movies as well, because she has the it factor, right, for them, which is she does what they tell her to do. She looks the way they want her to look. She's all about ideology, and she's a good little mental slave. That's really what it is. So she thinks because she's in everything now that people are just going to buy her shit anyway. Like, oh, you're just going to buy it anyway. That's basically the mindset that this person has. And, you know, she might be right. She might be right. Maybe there's a lot of Naughty Dog fans out there. We got to be honest here, right? A lot of PlayStation shills. She might especially be right if the game ends up being exclusive to PlayStation for like a year or whatever, right? She might be right. Or maybe she's wrong. Who knows? I guess we're going to find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's video, we get the joy to talk about one of the greatest games that is about to release known to man. And this is called Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. And obviously, I'm being a little bit sarcastic. The actress Tati Gabrielle is someone who, well, let's be real, doesn't exactly know how to stay quiet. This particular person has took it upon themselves to mock gamers in a brand new interview and claims that you guys who are watching this video right now, who clicked on it to learn more about this terrible game, you guys are going to buy her product anyway. You are going to buy it whether you hate it or not, and you're going to love it when you do it. That's what she's thinking, and that's the level of ego that we're dealing with. Now, obviously, Tati Gabrielle is, well, I don't really know what word to use here, considering the creature we're looking at right now. But it's a particular person that apparently has a huge ego because they're becoming the next Pedro Pascal, right? Tati Gabrielle is somebody who is seemingly being put in a bunch of Hollywood movies right now. She landed the obvious lead role for Naughty Dog's latest, single player adventure game and whatnot. So she's probably feeling herself, she's feeling herself, and she's probably thinking that she's too big to fail, or at least that's how it seems anyway, because anybody who mocks people like that and says, well, you're just going to buy it anyway, you're going to like it anyway, like, you very clearly have an attitude problem, or you think very, very highly of yourself. So let's go over this and see exactly what this particular person has to say. Naughty Dog's upcoming title, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, and its main actress have already sparked intense debate throughout the gaming world. This is from That Park Place. Shout out to That Park Place. And yes, this game has sparked a lot of debate all around the world. This game has sparked so much that people just completely mocked the hell out of this trailer when it released. It got downvoted into oblivion. But don't get it twisted. There are a lot of Naughty Dog shows out there. There are a lot of Naughty Dog fans that refuse to let any of their games die. These are the same people that have bought The Last of Us 10 different times for 4 different versions, or however many they're up to at this point. Lead actress Tati Gabrielle, who plays bounty hunter Jordan A. Munn, has found herself at the center of this ongoing storm. Rather than shying away from the criticism or just allowing gamers to voice their apprehensions as it is their right, Gabrielle has leaned in, dismissing detractors and predicting that even the harshest critics will end up loving the game. While confidence in one's project is admirable, history shows that mocking or alienating potential players, especially when ideological divides are at play, rarely ends well for a game's success. And that is true, because remember what happened with Obsidian Entertainment and Avowed? It's the same exact thing. right? What happened with Avowed was really, honestly, it could have been avoided if it wasn't for Matt, the art director over there, who decided to open his mouth and make it all about ideology and Elon Musk and hating the white man and all this other nonsense. Well, then perhaps you would have had a little bit more sales. Perhaps you wouldn't have to go down the route that you had to go down, which is, well, your director left. Your director, it was so bad at Obsidian Entertainment that your director, Carrie Patel, left your game, left your studio to go work at Netflix Games. Who the hell uses Netflix Games? The controversy ignited shortly after the game's reveal trailer in December 2024, which we already know about. And by the way, remember when Tati Gabrielle posted this? Remember the fragile masculinity? Remember this? 100% incel tears? This is the person who we are dealing with right now. This is the person who believes that they are so above everybody else. They're like, you mad, bro? They clearly are feeling themselves. They think that they are so above everyone right now. I'm starring in a Naughty Dog game. I'm a Hollywood actress. I got hired to play as myself, acting as Jade, because we all know that's what's really happening in the Mortal Kombat movie. It's not like they got someone to play Jade. No. They got Jade to play Tati Gabrielle. Because why the fuck they made Jade bald? It's like wigs don't exist anymore. I have no idea. But in any case, in response, Gabrielle shared a fan art on Instagram, which we already know about, where she said, "You mad, bro?" And this post was wildly interpreted as a direct jab at gamers voicing their discontent. So now fast forward to August 2025, and Gabrielle has doubled down in interviews addressing the ongoing hate. So here's what she said. Gabrielle admitted that the criticism motivated her to go even harder on her performance, but her tone quickly turned confrontational once again. She says the following: the same people that were hating are going to play that game. Do you guys agree with that? Let me know in the comments right now. Pause the video right now, and let me know in the comments. Are you going to play Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet? Even if you were a Naughty Dog fan before or not, let me know if you're going to play this video game. So let's continue. So they can be mad. This statement has already been labeled by some as arrogant and dismissive, further fueling accusations that she's attacking the audience, which she is. Recent commentary from gaming YouTuber shout to Vera Dark exemplifies this growing frustration. In a recent video, Vera Dark dissects Gabrielle's comments, portraying them as cocky and out of touch. The video accuses Gabrielle of playing the victim while attacking potential customers and questions Naughty Dog's strategy of ignoring feedback. Vara highlights Gabrielle's social media posts and interview quotes, arguing that such responses only alienate fans further. Critics contend that Gabrielle's approach risked alienating a broader audience by framing all dissent as hatred. And keep in mind, this is literally what they do all the time, okay? I want to be very clear. This is their strategy. It's been their strategy for I don't even know how long now. They've been utilizing this strategy as far as I can remember. The first time I noticed it was Ghostbusters 2016, right? When Ghostbusters 2016 hit the market and everybody was just destroying that film, like absolutely destroying that film. They're like, what the hell is this garbage? Who is this for? Why are you putting this out? That's when I started realizing that the whole, just make them hate us strategy, if you even want to call it that, was a thing. But honestly, it was even before that too, to be honest with you. But regardless, that's when I first noticed it personally. But in any case, the Incel Tears meme and her recent prediction come across as cocky, implying that gamers have no choice but to buy in, echoing a pattern where developers or actors dismiss feedback as invalid. So this is the mindset that comes from someone who didn't actually earn the status that they're working with, right? So what do I mean by that? Everybody knows Naughty Dog is a huge studio. There's no doubt about it. You can say what you want to say about The Last of Us 2. All of us pretty much hate it for the most part. And now guess what? Non-gamers hate it too, because season 2 was universally hated. So many people left that show. Anyway, I'm not even going to bother talking about it. But people do not like The Last of Us 2. But at the end of the day, Naughty Dog is still considered a massive studio by studio standards. And this is somebody who got hired by a big studio to be the lead character of their brand new game. This kind of action, this kind of talking comes from someone who didn't earn shit, comes from someone who was given damn near almost everything. That's how these people act when they didn't earn a single thing. So this person gets hired by Naughty Dog to become their lead actress. She wasn't there building up Naughty Dog all the way back since when? All the way back, even before the Uncharted, before The Last of Us, before any of that. Back in the old days, she wasn't there for any of that. She didn't build this stuff, but now that she's part of a big studio, now she feels like she's the shit, right? And she could talk down to people and come across this way. People don't got time for this shit, and they truly believe that you are incapable of not wanting to buy this game. She truly believes that you are incapable of not just saying no. That's what she believes. And I think that's actually pretty damn hilarious when you think about it. So again, pause this video and let me know in the comments down below. Are you incapable of saying no? Are you incapable of not buying Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet? Is it that amazing of a video game that you have to buy it day one because Tati Gabrielle's in it? I mean, again, you can let me know all of that. This isn't just about Intergalactic or its main actress. It's part of a larger trend where perceived ideological pushes meet resistance in gaming, and responding with mockery backfires spectacularly. History is littered with examples where insulting or belittling fans led to commercial flops. I'm going to be very clear about this, by the way. They are going to do whatever they can to spin the media narrative to make sure that Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, is perceived as a win. They're absolutely going to do it. Every single pony, soy boy, Sony guy is going to be out there shilling for this game, calling it a 10 out of 10, the most amazing game ever since the last game they shilled for. They're going to go so hard to try to paint this game as a massive win. Whether it actually is or isn't doesn't matter. They're going to make it seem as if it's a massive win in the eyes of the public. But, you know, this article actually brings up a good point. Take Battlefield 5 as a prime example. Amid complaints about historical inaccuracies and female soldiers in World War II, EA Chief Creative Officer Patrick Sutherland infamously said, "These are people who are uneducated. If you don't like it, don't buy it." Do you guys remember that beautiful statement? Oh, it's so amazing to go back in time and look at history and learn from it, right? Because this absolute fucking moron for Battlefield 5 said that people who thought about female soldiers in World War II were uneducated. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. Guess what happened? People didn't buy it. People didn't go actually buy Battlefield 5. It was a massive failure. And now the beautiful thing is that we can look at history and see what happened from that particular moment in time. Not only did people not buy it, but now guess what's happening with Battlefield 6? They're returning to form because now they need the money, right? They need the money. They need the success. And Battlefield 6 is going back to what Bad Company 2 used to give you, going back to what the good old days of Battlefield was, which is why it's doing so well. But you guys told anybody not to buy Battlefield 5, and they listen. So anyway, the game underperformed, selling far below expectations and contributing to a franchise dip. So again, I find this to be amazing when we could see the effects of a stupid fucking decision like what this guy did. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below of this video. What do you think about her statements? Do you think that this game is going to be a massive hit? I'll be honest with you. I don't think this game is going to fail, but I also don't think it's going to do The Last of Us numbers. I think this game is going to be somewhere in between. It's going to be pretty average for a Naughty Dog game, but I don't think it's going to outright fail. I do think there is plenty of Sony soy boys that are out there, PlayStation hardcore fans that are going to be out there buying this game. I really do believe that. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below regardless. What do you think about this situation? What do you think about her statements? Are you going to be incapable of not buying this game? Whatever that may be, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. The audacity. What is this? I don't know. What are you? Mystery man. Shout out to you. UF Omega with it too. Piranha Pout is the kind of mommy I want to dommy. What the fuck? The Mervoth with it too. Tati has to be gaming Rachel Zegler or Brie. I would say Rachel Zegler. I would say Rachel Zegler. To be honest with you, I would say Rachel Zegler, because in my opinion, Rachel Zegler has the same level of ego, has the same level of like didn't earn it, right? Has the same level of like, oh, I'm big time, right? I got hired to be Snow White. I'm fucking Snow White. I'm the queen bitch here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they both have the same exact energy. They both have the same exact level of maturity. And if I had to compare them to anyone, I think that would be it. I think Tati is the Rachel Zegler of gaming, in my opinion. Although to be fair, I mean, she is in Hollywood now too. She's going to be in Mortal Kombat, so she's going to be in Mortal Kombat. You know who would defend this game? Fighting Cowboy. Oh God, don't even. Please don't even. This mother did he ever finish Assassin's Creed Shadows? No, right? Motherfucker played Assassin's Creed Shadows for one stream. Got sponsored to do it and fought everybody in his chat over it. Was like, get that racism out of here, bigots. Fucking played it for one stream and dropped it. One stream and dropped it, bro. You know who finished it? I did, bitch. Played the entire thing to completion. Fuck out of here with that shit. It's insane, bro. Anyway, good for him. Good for him. We got Golden Apples 109. Timu Abbey from The Last of Us. True. Pretty close. Imagine if Abby was bald and not muscular. Yeah, pretty much. Ron DFK with a 5. LOL Dati Artar Dud. Pascal has no clue. Non-binary we can be. Facts. Like I said, I think I do genuinely believe that this game is not going to fail in the standard sense. Like, it's not going to get concorded. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we could agree that it's not going to get concorded, but I don't think it's going to do as good as like The Last of Us 1 when it was in its prime. I don't think it's going to do as good as that. I think this game is probably going to be somewhere in between where it's going to sell decent, but it's not going to be a mega hit, and it's going to have to drag its feet to the finish line. It also depends on how much money they're investing in this game. I'm sure the budget is astronomical. Ravixi with a 20. What did I miss with Resident Evil? Oh, we're gonna talk about that now. We're gonna talk about that now. No, bro. No. There's no. It's not gonna be avowed numbers. No. No, it's not. No. Come on, bro. It's not gonna be avowed numbers. I think you underestimate how many Sony soy boys there are out there. I think if we were able to see the PlayStation concurrent numbers, I think 100,000 is not out of the realm for this game. To be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be a mega hit like Black Myth Wukong or even Stellar Blade on Steam. Stellar Blade on Steam did amazing. I don't think it's going to be any of that, but I think 100K would probably be the number for this kind of a game. I really do. Because just the scope of this game, the budget for this game, Naughty Dog is going to advertise the fuck out of it. It's going to be all over every single PlayStation fucking, like, I don't know, like whatever event. It's going to be literally everywhere, It's going to be everywhere. So they're going to have a red carpet experience for this game, So we'll see. We shall see. But I appreciate you, bro. Ravixi, thank you. Yo, KH came out of nowhere with a 50. Shout out to KH. Let's go. Shout out to KH. Thank you so much for the 50. Said sent 50 just because I can. Good day, Hypnotic. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for the 50. Fucking flexing. He's like, just because I can. Yeah, it is a pink boy. Just because I can. It is what it is. Take the 50, peasant. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for the 50. I appreciate you. What pisses me off is the fact that fucking Skyrim keeps getting re-released and bought, while the new one after Fallout 4 fucking sucked. Even worse. Amazing concept, awful execution, basic bitch lore. So, you know why they do that? And, and to be fair, it's actually pretty similar to Naughty Dog. Guys, we're going to get into the Resident Evil topic in like 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. So, it's very similar to Naughty Dog, and it's very similar to Rockstar. So, Rockstar, Bethesda, and Naughty Dog, what do they all have in common? Does anybody know? What does Rockstar, what does Bethesda, and what does Naughty Dog all have in common? What they have in common is they don't release shit for fucking years, decades, right? They ride the coattails of one video game for as long as they fucking can. They ride the fucking coattails of whatever major success they had. They will ride it. They will ride it until the fucking wheels fall off. Until there's literally nothing left. Like nothing left in it whatsoever. That's what they do. Right? Rockstar has been doing that for ages, bro. It's been over a decade since Grand Theft Auto 5. They re-released that shit how many times? They all use the same strategy. They're like, hey, let's try to wait at least 2 console generations, and then on the third one, we'll release our new game. Same thing with fucking Bethesda, bro. Bethesda's been riding the coattails of Skyrim for how long now? Right? What about Naughty Dog? Naughty Dog's been re-releasing Last of Us for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? So they just, yeah, but people keep buying it. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So this is where my next point was going to be. People keep doing, they keep doing it because people keep buying it, because they know that that's one of their only good games. So people are going to keep buying it because, well, to be fair, there really wasn't that many good games out there. Now there's a couple of more good games as time goes on. Like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Guys, can I nerd out for a second? I'm just going to nerd out for a second really quick. Let me bring this up really quick. Hold on. Let me bring this shit up. Can I nerd out? Let me nerd out, bro. Hold on. Achilles. Where is this fucking game, bro? Achilles. There's a shit, bro. All right. So, with all due respect, okay, I have been cracked out on this game. And the reason why I'm bringing this game up is because I want people to realize, who maybe think that there aren't good games out there. I want people to realize that there is really fucking good games out there. All right. So I got gifted this game from Angmar WK. He's a subscriber to the channel. Shout out to him. All right. Achilles Legends Untold. Okay. So while I'm playing this game, I'm thinking I already have 20 hours in this game. I have 20 hours in this game. That's more hours than I have in Mafia: The Old Country, and I streamed that game 6 times. So I have 20 hours in this game and rapidly rising. There are so many good games out there. I didn't even know this game even existed. Okay? I didn't even know this game existed. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the people that buy Last of Us Remastered, Last of Us Remastered 2, Last of Us Versus 3.0, the special edition, fucking Skyrim, Legendary Legacy Ultra Master Edition, like the people that, didn't I just beat it? No, I didn't beat it yet. I didn't beat this game. Are you talking about the Mafia? Yeah, I beat the Mafia. So the people that buy those re-releases, they genuinely believe that the only good games out there are those major, like, mega hits. You know what I mean? Like those mega hit video games. They're not even trying to expand their horizons and like open up their mind. Shout out to Smash JT, bro. They don't even open up their mind. So anyway, I like to play a lot of games. I play a lot of different games, and I go through all the games that you guys gift, and I try to write reviews for them. I play them, write reviews for them, whatever. This game has completely taken over my sleep. Like I barely sleep. Legitimately barely sleep. This game is that good. I booted this game up thinking that it was going to be a subpar experience, and I legitimately got a fucking awesome game. An awesome game. So I keep telling people, man, just go out there and explore what's on Steam. You would be shocked what's out there. There's so much fun. It's unbelievable the amount of games that are out there that aren't from major studios. And the problem is too many people rely on looking at major studios to find their games. There are amazing games out there. There really is amazing games out there. So this is why, shout out to the Real Life Fake Wizard. I know he is making the fake portal to help people find indie games easier. You know, and I do think we need something like that. I really do. I really do. It's such a good game. This is such a good fucking game. It's so much fun. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So, but in any case, I already talked about this game quite enough. Yeah, Schedule 1's amazing too. I see people still playing Schedule 1. Yeah, and Greek mythology, I am obsessed with Greek mythology. This game starts off with Achilles raiding Troy and fighting Hector and then fighting Paris, and then everything after that is like an Elseworld story that's based in the legend of Greek mythology and the legend of Troy, Greece, Agamemnon. They even have like gods involved, Hephaestus, Hades, all kinds of shit. It's unbelievable how good this game is. But anyway, shout out to you guys. Play that game if you can. If it goes on sale, especially. If it goes on sale, especially. Pick it up. All right. Shout out to Smash JT. I see you in the chat, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Was there anything on Rumble before I continue? Shout out to Rumble. Deadeye's locked for $1. I'd rather have Zendaya being pushed in movies than DEI-licious Jada Pinkett. He said DEI-licious. That's insane. That is insane. DEI-licious. What the fuck? Someone gift Hypnotic Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I think I have that. I think I have that. Does Hephaestus have a special wheelchair? No. Hephaestus in this game is not like Hades 2. He's a badass. He's an absolute badass. Hephaestus is an absolute badass. Smash JT says check DM. What am I checking? What the fuck am I checking? Smash JT with a 5. Check DM really quick. Uh-oh. What did I do? Uh-oh. Let's see. What the fuck is this? Why are you sending me this?
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Frank Miller, Walt Simonson. Remember when comics were
cool?
We did have that discussion on, I can't remember if it was the T1000 or the T850 versus Robocop.
Yeah.
Where do you guys stand on that?
Which one?
So the Robocop versus the
T800.
Is this a
T800
Robocop thing? Does somebody end up saying Robocop? No way.
You got to give it to the T800 a little bit.
I think
No
a little
way.
bit.
ultimately, unless it depends what he's using that 50 cal
They haven't
weapon.
said it
We're
yet.
going-
Well, the
Yeah.
rules, we did an Ultimate Showdown with 3 rounds. Round 1 is they both spawn at base stats. So Robocop
Yeah.
doesn't get his gun. Terminator
So-
doesn't get anything either.
That's right. The
would have his
Robocop
9mm, wouldn't he?
will beat him with his brain.
No, base stats, they don't
craftier.
get any guns.
Wait, what did you say?
Even if
Ooh.
it, I guess.
Oh, no
Robocop's
good.
interesting because it's built in, but that's round 1. But if it was a standard sort of fight to the death on a platform in the middle of space, that's got an atmosphere.
Did he
Well,
say that?
could he get his data spike out and just ram it through the T800's head, though?
It's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
It would be.
I think Robocop could
Could.
potentially
Well, because
win that.
I think Robocop cock.
Oh, there it is. Got him. You're done. You're cooked. You're done.
Robocop would pound the Terminator.
His face is so red.
I think that's a different kind of move.
His face is so red, bro. You're done. No. Gary, no. I got to add you to the intro. No. Smash was looking at that clip, rubbing his hands like, yep, we got him. We got him. We absolutely got him. Damn, man. Not the Robocock, man. God damn. It happens to everyone, man. I'm telling you. It happens to the best of us. The Robocock thing happens to the best of us, man. What a damn. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to Smash JT. You got him. Yep. You got him. You can clip it. Put it in your intro. You are now not the only one who is a you're not the only one who is a connoisseur of the Robocock. That's crazy. That is legitimately insane, bro. Insane. Shout out to Nerdrotic. That is fucking funny, bro. Jackson with a 2. Do you think a Resident Evil 5 remake might happen before Resident Evil 1? No. Nope. Not at all. Not at all, Jackson. Not at all, bro. They are scared of Resident Evil 5. They are scared of Resident Evil 5. And if they do it, so here's the funny thing about this, okay? Here's the funny thing about wokey ideology. You guys ready for this? If you were to race swap Black Panther, which I know has happened in the comics, in a way, but if you were to race swap Black Panther, right, and the public found out about it on a mass scale, they would say, well, that's racist because Black Panther is from Africa. So that means he has to be black, right? They're going to totally not even acknowledge the white South Africans. They don't exist to the wokies, right? They don't exist. So that's going to be racist, right? If you were to race swap Black Panther to a white man. However, I guarantee you, when the wokies get their hand on Resident Evil 5, the color of the zombies that you mow down in Africa in Resident Evil 5 will not be black. And then suddenly the wokies will have to admit that not everybody's black in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And suddenly they would have to admit that that's not necessarily a thing. So, but again, it all depends on what you're swapping. It all depends on what you're swapping. So if you're swapping Black Panther, that's racist. He has to be black because it's Africa. If he swapped the zombies that are black to white or whatever, then suddenly it's okay because racism. It's like, okay. Yes, that's why I said I already know what's happened. I already know what happened in the comic books. It's the son of T'Challa, bastard son of T'Challa. T'Challa was fucking the snow buddies, and I guess nobody knew that, and he had a white son supposedly. So the African zombies will like Elon Musk, absolutely. But no, in all seriousness, they're very scared of Resident Evil 5. They don't want to touch Resident Evil 5. They don't want to not even close. They don't want to touch Resident Evil 5. They would rather do something completely different. They would rather do something completely different other than Resident Evil 5. They're more likely to remaster some of the more failed Resident Evil off like spin-off games. You know? So in any case, shout out to Jackson. Thank you so much. All right. Let us get into the last topic of the evening, boys. Oh, hold on. Rachel D head for $1. What do you call someone who can't afford gender reassignment surgery? Transition decline. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to you, man. Let's get to the last topic, boys. Last topic, Resident Evil news. This one's going to be a stinger. This one's going to be a multifaceted story. But it's very important because this is going to piss off a lot of people. This is going to piss off a lot of people. I would like to know what Leon thinks about this because we all know that Leon's like the king of bad takes, but I would like to know, considering he's a hardcore Resident Evil fan. I would be very curious to know what he thinks about this. Because it seems as if Capcom is trying to be done with numerical Resident Evils. It seems like they're trying to be done with Resident Evil as we know it in general. They are trying to I guess you could say, end game the franchise and conclude the story wholeheartedly from a lot of different things. Because not only is the gameplay going to be changing, but apparently, according to the same leaker, which is a known Resident Evil leaker, according to them, Resident Evil 9 is going to be the last numbered game in the franchise. There will be no more numbered Resident Evils after this. Which is why I feel like they're trying to end the story so that they can, they can do their thing. They could do whatever the fuck they want to do, essentially. So let's read about this, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, oh, we got 2 Jacksons. Oh my God, bro, Jesus, I'm sorry, Jackson. Jackson with an X. That's Leon's last game. They already said. Oh, did he? Did he say that about Resident Evil 9? He said this is going to be the last time he plays these games. Apparently, they're also coming out with other remakes, which, by the way, shout out to Jackson with the super chat, Jackson. Apparently, it has been confirmed that there are releasing remakes in 2027 and 2028. So we might get your answer on whether or not it might be Resident Evil 5. I can't wait for Resident Evil 5 Remastered. I can't. I really can't. I can't wait to see how they handle it. If they got the balls to make the fucking game the way that it is. And I guarantee you, if they do make the game the way that it was, they're going to put a trigger warning at the beginning. They're going to be like, this game doesn't support the ideology or whatever. Like, it's going to be bullshit. It's going to be absolutely bullshit. Anyway. All right, let's go over it, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there has been a ton of Resident Evil 9 leaks that are hitting the internet right now from a known leaker in the Resident Evil community. And these leaks are insane. Some of them are talking about gameplay. Some of them are talking about story elements. But there are two major parts of the leaks that I want to go over in today's video. The first of which is apparently Resident Evil 9 is going to be the last numerical entry in the franchise. It seems as if they are trying to basically tie up all the loose ends with Resident Evil 9 from a narrative perspective. When it comes to Raccoon City and every major character that you know, they're trying to tie up all the loose ends because after Resident Evil 9, they're apparently going to be doing either spin-offs or taking the series in a new direction. So we're going to talk about that in this video, and we're also going to talk about the gameplay aspect, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of fans are going to be highly upset over this entire situation, because apparently Resident Evil Requiem is going to have combat like The Last of Us. I'm not kidding. It's going to be completely different, it seems, from what you're used to. So let's go over the story elements first, and then we're going to get into the combat. So an insider has provided players with details about the Resident Evil Requiem story, including the revelation that Grace's mother is the woman monster, apparently. The insider Dust Golem has been on a roll lately, constantly providing players with details on everything Resident Evil. Recently, they revealed that Resident Evil Requiem gameplay details, which features supposedly Last of Us combat, which we're going to get over. But now the same insider had provided players with story details for Resident Evil 9. So I'm not going to go over too many of the supposed spoilers that are in it. If you're watching this is a spoiler alert, but again, I'm not going to go over too much of the spoilers. I want to focus on the fact that they are claiming that this is going to be the last Resident Evil numerical game. It's stated that Capcom will make Resident Evil Requiem the last numbered game in the franchise, and that Resident Evil 9 will not only be a conclusion chapter, but also a new beginning for Resident Evil as a whole. Moreover, it will be the end of the timeline and the conclusion of everything to do with Umbrella, Raccoon City, and its legacy and long history. This move will enable them to implement significant changes to the franchise. Now, this is where it gets very worrisome, right? As somebody who's a fan of Resident Evil, I wouldn't call myself an ultra mega fan, but I'm a pretty big fan of Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. To see what they're doing, I don't know, it's a little bit worrisome. Because for me, I've already seen how they've tried desperately to keep the games numerical, but also change things. And it's drawn in some new fans, but it's also lost some of the old school fans, especially when they went first person with the 7th iteration of the game. Then they eventually ended up adding back third person in the 8th game and beyond. And now we know that third person is going to be in Resident Evil 9 as well. But they tried to go somewhere different with 7, and then they end up kind of coming back to what they're comfortable with, because let's be real, Capcom likes to put out things that they know that they're comfortable with. But in any case, Resident Evil Requiem will also serve as a conclusion to everything that began with Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 0. The series will now introduce new characters, new type of horror stories, without being tied down by the series history. The team has faced several restrictions over the years, including tying all of the game elements to Umbrella, Raccoon City, and all other locations. So it seems like they want to tell a story within the Resident Evil universe that is not tied to the origin stories. They seemingly are having problems connecting all of it together. And while I can understand that might be a little bit difficult, at the end of the day, you guys created this entire story. You guys created this world that people have been enjoying for so many years now. You guys created this, and I give you props for at least trying to connect all the dots and make it all make sense. But if this is truly too difficult for you, then I really don't know what to tell you other than, I guess, nuke the whole fucking thing, which it seems like that's what they're planning to do. Now, let's talk about the biggest issue with all of this, okay? It's not necessarily the end of the numerical franchise. It's more so about where they're going with the gameplay. I see a lot of people complaining about this now that these leaks are out there. Resident Evil Requiem apparently is going to have the Last of Us combat system, and it's also going to have vehicles as well. It was recently confirmed that we'll be seeing Resident Evil Requiem gameplay during the opening night live ceremony at Gamescom, which, by the way, there's a lot of things being set to be revealed at Gamescom, so stay tuned. Set to take place on August 19th. Even more recently, notable Resident Evil leaker Dusk Golem took to social media to uncover a series of tidbits regarding the next major release in the legendary franchise. But in a series of posts, Dusk Golem claimed that the new Lightning and Shadow engines have been implemented, and AI system is unique and intelligent, and some open-level areas in Raccoon City will require a vehicle to traverse them. They, in a series of posts on social media, here's what he says: the following. Right now, officially, they've talked about you, as you mentioned, the ability to switch between first and third person on the fly, and basically designing two different games alongside each other to accomplish this, as to require big retooling to work with both. The new Lighting and Shadow engine, Hair engine from Pragmata, and additionally, we know that the Stalker uses a new dynamic AI system that they've done to behave uniquely and intelligently on the fly. There's few other innovations, some I know, but also sure I don't know all of them. A small handful I don't mind sharing is that they've been working hard to achieve having good performance on open level design areas like Raccoon City, along with a vehicle to traverse around it. The combat with Leon has seen huge innovations, honestly, some of Last of Us Part 2 isms, but also its own innovation. So keep in mind, guys, when it comes to Capcom and their engine is notorious for not being able to handle open world type of situations. This is why Monster Hunter Wilds had such a bad time, because even though Monster Hunter Wilds wasn't technically an open world video game, the way they designed the game was to try to make it as seamless looking as possible in between loading zones. So this game, and a lot of games like it, they run bad whenever they try to do open world with their engines. So unless they fix that and they make it better, we might end up having a similar situation where we're going to have lag. We're going to have a lot of crashing. We're going to have bugs, especially on the PC platform. I can't see how this is not going to be a thing, unfortunately. Now, in terms of the combat, I don't even know where to even begin with the combat, to be honest with you. I can't imagine a Resident Evil where you're playing as if it's like The Last of Us. I guess it could work, I suppose, but I think a lot of diehard fans are going to be heavily upset about this. There's been an effort to provide more environmental physics systems and interactivity for Grace's segments, where she has to work with the environment and more, and balance light and darkness, and more I won't say, and sure, more I don't know, but they have a lot more to reveal. So again, guys, this entire situation is unfortunate for the diehard fans. I think at this point, if they do end up going with a little more of an open world Resident Evil, I don't know if this is the right way to go with the franchise. And if it is, I probably would have waited until you completed the series. I feel like if this is the last numerical Resident Evil, if this is truly the last one, and they're not going to make it to 10, and then number 9 is the last one that's going to come out in terms of numerical continuing the story, then they should have just completed the series, complete it as it has been, and then once it's done and all the story elements are tied up, then with the next version of whatever the hell you do, then you can do whatever you want at that point. But if people are looking at a Resident Evil 9, that they're going to expect that it continues what they've gotten used to in the past already. But maybe with 7, they probably brought in so many new fans that they think people won't care. I'm really not sure. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about all this revelation when it comes to Resident Evil Requiem? There are some more spoilers. There are story spoilers that he's put out there that I don't want to fully go over. So if you guys want that, I'll link it in the description box below so you can go check it out for yourself. But let me know what you think in the comments down below of what they're potentially doing with Resident Evil Requiem. And if you're looking forward to it or not, doesn't matter. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. I don't know how to feel about this one, to be honest with you. I don't know how to feel about this one, to be honest with you. Wait, what? All right. No need to bring up Leon on her birthday. Let her have a good day. What? Did I miss something? What? I can't bring up Leon. Wait, what? I have no idea what's going on here. I have no idea. Cyborg says, a huge blow to me, since Resident Evil to me is my second favorite franchise of all time. Okay. I mean, again, I think I hope Resident Evil 9 won't suck. I hope so too. I don't want Resident Evil 9 to suck. I don't want Resident Evil 9 to suck, to be honest with you. Because for me, I feel like, wait, muted? I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Are you muted? I'm not muted. For me, I feel like it's a situation where, again, I feel like they should have ended the series the way that it has been. If you're gonna close out the story, then close out the fucking story. Just close out the fucking story, right? Like don't go too different. You can add some innovative stuff, but don't go too different. Close it out the way that it's been, and then when you start off a new whatever spin-off, then you could just do whatever from there. Do literally whatever you want from there. It doesn't matter. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see. But the idea of a Last of Us Resident Evil, I don't know. I feel like it could be a hit or miss. I feel like it could definitely be a hit or miss with a legacy character. Yeah, I mean, so here's the other thing too. So they're supposedly, if they're going to end this game and Resident Evil 9 is like, that's it. That's all there is. I think that's a little bit weird to not do it with a character people have known. To introduce this brand new character, which granted she's a daughter of a previous character, but to introduce this and have that be the end of the entire series, I don't know. I guess Leon is too fucking chatty. Like he's too much of a Chad, you know? Add all the characters. Why not? I think they will. I think they will add all the characters. To be fair, I think they will. Oh, as playable characters? I don't think that's going to happen. I think in terms of the story, I think they will. I think you will see all the characters, but in terms of playable characters, yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. Unfortunately. What if they made it instead like Outlast? I mean, they technically kind of did already. Resident Evil 7, granted, not as scary as Outlast, but they basically tried to make it something like that. First person, super broody, super scary. They tried to do that. And then they ended up saying, fuck, man, we need to bring third person back. And then they did. You know? So they definitely tried. All right. I don't think there's any super chats to catch up on. I'm pretty sure. Let me check Rumble. Yeah, Rumble's clear. All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like the stream on the way out. If you are not going to participate in today's Waifu Battle, I appreciate all of you for hanging out. And for those of you that are participating in the Waifu Battle, let's get ready to do it, boys. Let's get ready to do it. We talked about everything. We covered every single topic. We made some good time. But now it's time to Waifu. And don't forget to join me tomorrow, Griffcast, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be starting a brand new game. What game that is, I have no fucking idea. And join me, obviously, tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern on the main channel for Hypnocast, as always. But now it's time to do the OG Waifu Battle. Let's go. All right, guys, the Waifu Battle is here. Now, listen, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, but if you weren't here yesterday, man, to say that you guys missed a epic legendary Waifu Battle would be an understatement, and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. We're talking about barely over $1 difference. Over $1 difference. I'm not kidding, bro. If you missed last night, it was insane. But the winner and the new champion of the Waifu Battle is none other than Gold Ship, ladies and gentlemen. It was a little over $1. It was like $1.50 or $1.66, according to Ron DFK. Absolutely insane. Urza lost by $1 and change. And this is why I keep telling people, man, every single fucking super chat counts. Every super chat counts. So, again, absolutely insane. So before we bring out the challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement, because I have a brand new waifu to bring out today. I know there was a certain somebody whose birthday is today that was recommending a waifu, but I tried to let her know. She never responded to me. I tried to let her know that the waifu she's asking for was just recently in the waifu battle, and I just can't bring her back again. It's too soon. It's too soon. She's way too powerful. It's way too soon. And it would just be a clusterfuck. So I tried to get another recommendation, but she didn't give me one. So I had to bring my own. So maybe when she gives me another recommendation, I will figure it out from there. But for right now, we have a brand new waifu. No, we can't do it. We just brought her back like recently. We just brought her back recently. People are gonna fucking get pissed if we bring back Yor. Piranha Pout wanted Yor in the waifu battle. All right, so let's just say what it is. Piranha Pout wanted Yor in the waifu battle, right? Yor has been back like 1,000,000 times. And Yor versus Goldship, Yor is gonna win. Like, it's not even gonna be a battle. It's like literally not even gonna be a battle. It's just gonna be Yor is gonna get 5 super chats, and it's gonna be that's it, done. Just done. Right? So it's too recent. It's way too recent. So if you could give me another recommendation, I'd be willing to do it. But yours just gonna stop Gold. It's not even gonna be close. We have to bring out new waifus. Mount Lady. Oh my god, bro. You only want like you're gonna stop this fucking girl. Anyway. All right. We'll figure it out, Piranha Pout. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, let's go over the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You gotta put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu, you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out, or you can vote for the champion, who is Goldship. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It does not matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules of the OG waifu battle? We don't. I know we don't. All right, boys, listen. We gotta bring out this challenger. Brand new challenger. I don't think she's ever been in the waifu battle, to my knowledge. Anyway, I could be wrong. But I don't think she's ever been in the waifu battle. This particular waifu was recommended, as always. And let's see if she could beat the waifu that destroyed Urza by $1.66. Fucking insane battle that was. All right, boys, time to bring out the brand new challenger. And the challenger that's going to go up to Goldship is going to be none other than the one and the only Gyoko from Apothecary Diaries, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. The names are on the bottom. If you are an Apothecary Diaries fan, then perhaps you shall be Brit today. Perhaps. We shall see. Gyoko from Apothecary Diaries, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Start the clock, and let's figure it out. Dude, seriously, I need to watch that? Suddenly, there are fans. I wonder why. Suddenly, there are fans. That's amazing. Shout out. Enlarge the pic? Yeah, sure. It's in my backlog? Oh, I'm sure it is. Goldship is getting felted. Gyoko's chest size is going to win it for her. Oh, man. And to be fair, we said that yesterday, and she beat Urza. I'm just saying. She did beat Urza yesterday, so you never know what can happen. on the Waifu Battle. Literally anything is possible. Literally anything is possible. Ali Kusanagi with a 10 starting us off for Gyoku, saying bricked. Shout out to Ali Kusanagi. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 5 on Rumble says Gyoku, I have no idea who she is, but Mexican Donkey Show mishap has got to go. That's crazy. I still can't get over the Mexican Donkey Show. That shit's insane, bro. Wow. Insane, bro. Insane. Oh, shit. He's back. He's back. He's back. I don't want to hear that, bro. Come on. No, don't super chat if you're spending all your money, bro. Come on. You don't got to do that, brother. You don't got to do. Shout out to Final Twin with the $49.99, dropping it for gold ship. And then he said he spent all his money yesterday. Come on, bro. Don't do this. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At least we know there won't be any chair shots. There won't be any insane chair shots. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for the 50. I appreciate it. Randall Hess, what a 10 for Gyoku. Shout out to Randall Hess. And then we got Blackguard with a 5 saying gold ship. Her win last night was completely on brand for the character. Shout out to Blackguard, man. I think Blackguard was one of the ones who recommended gold ship, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to you. Ron DFK with a 269. Gyoku. Pink. Shout out to you, man. Mervoth with a 10. Gyoku. Good 2 seasons. And fuck bronies who voted for her. Shout out. Shout out. What up, Demajinai? Crash Collins with a 5 says Gyoku. Damn, bro. Yo, even Rumble's on the Gyoku train right now. This is crazy. Format for $1 on Rumble says Gyoku. For those magnificent tits, butcher that horse face, turn her into meatballs, and sell them at IKEA. Oh my God, this man just said sell them at IKEA as a Swedish meatball. God damn. I'm sorry, that one got me. That one got me. That was good. That was good. That was amazing. Dragon with a 5 says Gyoku already bricked. Didn't watch the anime. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, Dragon. You were going crazy yesterday, too. All right, boys. It's time to bring out the current champion. The current champion who is none other than Gold Ship. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be the horse girl? Or is it going to be Gyoku? Let's find out, man. Don't underestimate people, man. I'm telling you. Don't underestimate people. You never know. You never know. Final Twin with $4.99 says Gold Ship. Extra money only. All right. Well, as long as it's not like necessary. Because I would rather you be okay. But I appreciate you. Thank you, Final Twin. Tifa Lockhart, $1.99. Gyoku. Big milker female must unite, right, Sonya? Damn. Damn. People mad about Horse Lady? This is her flagship outfit. Sometimes less is more. And besides, she's a fucking horse, bro. Randall Hess with a 10 says Gyoku. Yes. Bro, Final Twin, I don't know if you noticed, but there is so much hatred towards Gold Ship. It's insane. Blackguard, I don't know if you noticed this. This whole chat on Rumble and on YouTube hates this girl. It's insane. The Mervoth with a 2 says Gyoku. She's a MILF, by the way. There you go. Look at the guy who caused Urza to lose. The guy who caused Urza to lose yesterday because his $2 banger could have went to Urza, but instead he wants to put it to the panda. That's not even in the Waifu Battle. The Majidai with a 2 says Gyoku. I like that pink. Of course. Of course you do. Of course you do, the Majidai. We all do. We all do, man. We all do. It's all good. Fucking panda, bro. Dragon with a 2 says Gyoku. Not this time, panda. Bro, they are pulling out all the stops. They are not going to let this be close. They're not going to let this be close. Although, to be fair, it is kind of close. There was a $50 banger and a couple of other smaller super chats for Gold Ship. So, to be honest with you, what do you call it? Gyoko's not that far ahead. She's ahead, but she's not that far ahead. So don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Hashtag blame the panda. I agree. Blame the fucking panda. It's always the panda's fault, bro. Always. Always. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Chaos Dragon with a 2 says Gyoku bricked. God damn it. UFO Omega with a 2. Rainbow Monkey approves of Pandanotic Pandussy. Of course you do. BioTube of 19 with a 2. Clip Nyatic Coffee when? And still not a brony. God damn. Dark Exile with a 2. Clippy. We got a Clippy vote. You guys are gonna regret this. If somebody chair shots Gyoku, you guys are gonna regret these $2 fucking troll super chats. I'm telling you right now. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Breast cancer versus Megan, the defamation. What? What the fuck? LOL, Clippy isn't a waifu. I mean, tell them that, bro. Tell them that. All right. It is now time for the final countdown. Who is going to win this battle? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the last one. The last super chat that is going to count is Twisted Master for $51 saying Gyoku smashed ATB, hold the Nintendo Power Glove. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Oh my God. And then we got Dark Exile with a 5 saying Tifa doesn't count. Dragon with a 10 saying Gyoku, nope, crossing my I and crossing my T. I don't think that's how it works. Final Twin with $4.99 gold ship. People don't have to like the horse. I agree. This female gamer with a 2 Gyoku, love pink hair. I can help with that Clippy with a $1.99 gold ship. Hickory Excalibur with a 10 unfortunately does not count for Gyoku. And that is it. Holy shit. Mods, let's count it up, but I think we all know what happened. Pretty sure we all know what happened, man. Damn, bro. Damn. So I don't want to say that I'm shocked because I feel like I'm not shocked, but at the same token, it's like, bro, if I was in a chat, I would have trolled so hard. That would have been the ultimate opportunity. The ultimate opportunity to troll. It would have been fantastic. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Gold Ship managed to steal away the belt one time. And that's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Bro, the chat is celebrating right now. They're like, get that fucking shit out of here. Stop hating, man. Stop hating. These people. I'm going to put the belt on the new champion. Unbelievable. Guys, we did fantastic tonight. It looks like we are going to be able to unlock the emoji for McDuckin's Clippy. The McDuckin's Clippy is going to become an emoji on this channel and on Rumble. I'm going to work on it the moment I go offline tonight. So, shout out. Shout out. Dragon with a 2 says, no horse crap today for Urza. I think it's over, man. I think it's over. Shout out McDuggins will come back as a new emoji. A Clippy emoji. That'd be insane. That'll be insane. Coming soon to McDonald's near you, the McClippy. Yes. The McClippy emoji. Feed the ducks. Come on. Feed the ducks. Let's go. Feed the ducks. And quick shout out to, where is it at? Let's see. Twisted Master with this insane $51 banger. And Final Twin with another $50 banger. You boys are going to get some good. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much again. Insane. Insane. What is this? Look at all this. Oh, those ducks are eating really good. Have a good night, Jong. Yamato says I revived Big Duggins. More like the chat revived Big Duggins. But yes, you did make the art though. You did make the art though. Now you can go down in history making the art for the McClippy. For the McClippy. All right, here we go. The numbers are in. The numbers are in. All right, that wasn't that bad. Oh, it wasn't that bad. All right, we got Gold Ship at $66.96 against Gyoku with $127.43, which means the winner and the new Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Gyoku, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely insane. As expected. As expected. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. One more time. Let's go. And I'm sure there are some people coping and seething, but I highly doubt it's many.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is going to be it for the Waifu Battle. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyoko is going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu tomorrow, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it, boys. Do not miss it. All right, guys, we are fully caught up on everything. Thank you, everybody. Oh, wait, hold on. Anti-Federalist paying with $1. Gold Ship goes to the Glue Factory. Normally, champion mares are bred, but that's how we got into this mess in the first place. Bro, what? The Glue Factory? What the fuck? That's crazy, man. Shout out to everybody for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for the insane membership train. Seriously, it was wild today. Let me give a quick shout out, man. Mr. Rouge, as always, absolutely legendary. I mean, at this point, it's insane. Thank you, Mr. Rouge, for everything you do. Kira Nightshade dropping 320 memberships back to back to back. And then on top of that, $100 Red Boy mega banger. Mr. Rouge dropping 350 memberships back to back. Fucking King Demon Wing with the 10, Bud with the 5. Everybody, man. Randall with the 1. Thank you guys so much, man. Head of HR with the 10. I appreciate it. Thank you. To everybody who went crazy on the memberships today. I appreciate you. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you guys as well, but I'm out. I am done. I'm gone, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, don't put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.